Hi there, I'm Pete Mattock, and this video is one of my videos about understanding maths hacks. The internet is awash with maths hacks, and anybody who knows anything about me or my work knows that one of my passions is kids not just being able to do maths using hacks, but to learn about maths and understand maths. So today, I'm going to look at this hack in particular and try and get to the understanding of how this hack works. And this hack is one that you see all the time. It's the idea that if you have something like 64% of 75, so 64%, not a great percentage to be able to find for many people, what you can do is you can switch around the 75 and the 64, and you can instead find 75% of 64. And 75% is a relatively straightforward percentage to find because it's equivalent to the fraction 3/4. You can simply find 3/4 of 64 and the job is done. And not only is that the answer to what 75% of 64 is, but it's also the answer to what 64% of 75 is. But let's dig under that and see if we can appreciate why that works. Well, if we know something about percentages, or even if we don't, you're going to have to take a little bit on trust here, then we know that 64% means 64 out of 100. That's what it means to be a percent. 64 out of 100. So that fraction and that percentage are the same. And when we're trying to find 64% of 75, what we're doing mathematically is multiplying that fraction by 75. We're finding that fraction of 75, 64 100ths of 75. Now, because this is just multiplication and division, and if you've heard of BIDMAS before, forget that, because A, it's useless, see my other work for why it's useless, but B, it doesn't apply rigidly in this case anyway. But in the order of operations, division and multiplication can be done in any order you like. So what we're doing here, what we can see this as in effect, is we're doing 64 divided by 100 multiplied by 75. But because I can change the order of those, multiplication and division, it doesn't matter which order you do them in, as long as you do the correct multiplication and the correct division, I can actually say, well, that is 75 over 100 times by 64. And you can see I'm still dividing by 100, and I'm still multiplying 75 and 64. I'm just doing it in a different order. I'm changing the order that I do that series of multiplication and division. And in fact, bottom line is, if I wanted to, I could do this. I could do 64 multiplied by 75 and divide by the whole 100 at the end. That would also give me the same result. That would also tell me what 64% of 75 is, or 75% of 64. The fact that it's all multiplication and division means I can do it in any order I like. So I can do 64 divided by 100 and then times by 75. Or I can do 75 divided by 100 and then times by 64. Or I can do 64 times 75 and then divide by 100. And as long as I do those two multiplications and that division, or I multiply those two numbers and do that division by 100, it doesn't matter what order I do it in. And that's why this hack works.